There's never any love lost in the Mariners and Jets derby. The coastal neighbours of New South Wales love nothing more than a rough and ready contest. The battle for territorial supremacy has made this fixture a highlight in the football calendar. The local showdown has added spice this time round, with both teams occupying the top 2 places on the league ladder. Pace setters all season, the Central Coast has never lost at home to their northern rivals. Andre Gumprecht was one of 3 changes from the Mariners side that lost to Adelaide last round. He started at right midfield with Tom Pondylak promoted to a central role. Matthew Osman made a return to right back with Miller Jedinak asked to play in the centre of defence in place of the suspended Tony Vidmar. Ollie Roos Stuart Michalek returned from suspension to help guide the Jets to their 3rd win of the season. He screened a 4-man backline beside Adam Tapuzzo. Joel Griffiths returned from injury to start on the right side of an attacking 3, while Denny was handed another opportunity to make his mark. Simon Hill and Paul Trimboli called the action from Blue Tongue Stadium.
Adam Griffiths, who's playing at right fullback today. Played in 1 or 2 positions already for Gary Van Egmond. Joel Griffiths will not get the free kick, even though he wants it. And I tell you what, Griffiths had a little lash out with the left arm there at the assistant referee.
Took the touch and into his back Clark, not a lot in it. Griffiths went down, expected the assistant referee to give him the call, wasn't happy, gave him a mouthful, and it looked like he gave him a bit of a jab into the midriff. If that's the case, he could be in a lot of trouble here. Had a bad history in these games, Joel Griffith.
Yep, it's a yellow card. And I tell you what, Paul, I think you might be a bit generous in saying it was his midriff. I think it might have been a bit lower than that.
Well, he was actually on the ground when he did it, but still, any kind of contact with the officials, lucky, very lucky boy there, Joel Griffith.
Now, bit of a lucky break, but Murray has it. Petrovsky waits far side. Gumprecht offering support. Petrovsky! Oh! Side netting. In fact, has it broken the goal? It has, you know. The netting's come away from its stanchions at the back.
What a wonderful piece of forward play, Damien Murray. We see the long kick here. It was Mark Bridge who just got a touch on it. It actually played into the hands of Murray. Have a look here. He gets possession. He waits and waits. He looks up, allows Petrovsky to make position and rolls it into his path. And unlucky for Petrovsky, he's about a foot too wide of the post, but this is wonderful link play between the 2 strikers. The power on the shot has taken the net stanchion out. A wonderful experience played by Murray.
This is Michalek. And the pressure from Gumprecht, who seems to have popped up everywhere. That's a great ball though. Bridge! Good stop with the leg of Danny Vukovic. And the Mariners survive thanks to their young goalkeeper.
What a wonderful ball from Matty Thompson. 40 yards into the penalty area, honoured the run of Mark Bridge. Bridge probably just didn't quite get enough on it. But great goalkeeping out early. Vukovic narrowed the angle.
Denny. He's trying to roll off the shoulder of Bogart, who is having none of it. Trying to prod it through, looking for Damien Murray. Instead, it's the Jets' turn to break. Clark trying to keep pace with Joel Griffiths. Bridge, good save, Vukovic.
That was a wonderful run into the channel from Joel Griffiths. He summed it up early, got the cross in to the edge of the penalty area. Stuart Michalek, I think, striding onto it, made a great run from midfield. Struck it fiercely with the right foot. Vukovic again in the right position.
Now Joel Griffiths, will his pace get him there ahead of Vukovic? He does. Vukovic brings him down. Matthew Breeze looks towards the referee's assistant and says that he played the ball, Vukovic. And now there's an angry exchange between Joel Griffiths and the Mariners keeper. Play continues. Another really controversial talking point and controversial moment.
Well, we see here Griffiths' speed got him into the clear. Vukovic was out early. We've seen it all night. He's reading the play soon. He lunged in. There appeared to be contact to the right leg of Joel Griffiths, who went down. He was on the side of the assistant referee. He kept his flag down. Contentious moment.
Andrew Clark can't find Damien Murray. Now they can involve Damien Murray. Pondylak races away. Pondylak tries to place it. What a goal! Tom Pondylak. Exquisite finish by the Mariners' number 10. And finally, the derby is illuminated by a goal.
Absolutely brilliant goal from Tommy Pondylak. Wonderful play. Murray sets him free there. He tacks the goal, gets his body between the defenders and the goal, and then bends it round the goalkeeper inside of the foot. We see it here. strides onto it, gets it out in front of his favoured right foot, and look at that. Absolutely no doubt what he was trying there. Perfect execution.
Well, how things change so quickly in a game of football. The Jets hard done by for our money a few minutes ago at one end, and now they trail. Hutchinson. Matt Simon climbs! Oh, it was so close to being 2-0.
Oh, it was a wonderful climb by the young striker. We see it here, John Hutchison, left foot curling ball. Look at that, up early, hung in the air, directed. He knew exactly where he was heading it. Just got it about a foot wide.
Andrew Clark is finally going to pick up the first yellow ticket for the Mariners. Cue ironic cheers from the Jets fans.
Always treads a fine line, Clark, very, very experienced. Very, very hard in the tackle. That time beaten by Hearfield down the line. Knew that there would be danger if he got free to whip across in. Brought his man down.
Laputa can whip it in with the left boot. Came off the shins. Here's Joel Griffiths. And then Mark Bridge lashes it in. And the Newcastle Jets are all square. Mark Bridge.
And you sense the relief there. The Newcastle Jets players. Look at the fans. They're going wild. The ball was whipped in. Beautiful curving ball. It flicked off Griffith, back to Bridge, back to Griffith, and in the end, Bridge again through the crowd, flicked off Clark's hand, Jedinak's thigh, and finally nestled in the back of the net, past Vukovic, who had no chance, wouldn't have seen it through the crowd.
Well, the Jets felt that nothing had gone their way throughout the whole game. Finally, they did get a bit of luck.
I thought we were the better team, and I thought we had the majority of the play and possession and territory, but that's football. It doesn't necessarily equate to that, and they scored a goal against a run of play, and then we had to really dig deep to get the equalisers.
We came into the game slowly, and once we scored the goal, we felt very comfortable. You know, we didn't really feel under any pressure, but a scrappy goal they got, and you know, they got the equaliser.
Despite scoring just 6 goals in 7 matches, the Jets had suffered just 1 defeat all season to keep their top 4 credentials intact. The Phoenix, on the other hand, had no problem in front of goal, leading the scoring charts with 11. With the squad decimated by injuries and international commitments, 18-year-old James Holland was awarded a 1-game contract and promptly earned his league debut. The attacking midfielder joined Noel Spencer, who also lined up for his first league start this season. Jobe Wilhouse pushed up to a 3-pronged attack, while Tarek Elrich was recalled into the 11 at right back. With New Zealand's World Cup qualifier against Fiji postponed at the 11th hour, All Whites coach Ricky Herbert swapped his international hat for his domestic one. With 5 of his Phoenix teammates on national duty, striker Vaughan Coveney would be the linchpin in attack. He was partnered by Michael Ferrante, who made his first start up front for the New Zealand franchise. Daniel returned from suspension to line up at left midfield, while Vince Leah and Kleberson were promoted to the starting 11. Your commentary team at Energy Australia Stadium was Simon Hill and Andy Harper.
Spencer. Beautiful ball by Noel Spencer, and Joel Griffiths' pace will get him there. Hearfield wanted it played first time, didn't arrive. Holland, 1-0 Jets! Newcastle's passing, fast-paced football at its absolute best.
Well, the warning shots have been fired since kick-off. Wellington's right side defence exposed fatally there by a brilliant pass from Noel Spencer. And it was left to the athleticism of Joel Griffiths to size up the situation and find the youngster on a full debut for Newcastle, James Holland. And a great start, as we said, from the team from the Hunter.
There could be 1-1. Ferrante's through 101. Oh, he's put it wide. What a golden opportunity for the Phoenix to draw level.
Well, that's a terrible miss. A terrible blunder in midfield. Ferrante pinches the ball from the mistake, and his finish was terrible.
6 minutes to go before the break. Whipped in towards the near post, headed by Johnson. Denny squares it, Noel Spencer. That's a beautiful ball, Griffiths! It's 2-0, and Joel Griffiths does have the goal that he wanted.
Wellington set themselves up, a hot knife through butter, that ball through the centre of the Wellington defence, and Joel Griffiths has made the first goal and scored the second. On the cusp of half-time, the home team have a 2-goal break.
Now, Coveney, he's tripped by Labert. He's in trouble here. Stephen Labert, was he the last man? Well, he's got away with a yellow card.
Very big decision. And Stephen Labert, as all players do, professes his innocence, claiming that Coveney ran across his path and it was an accidental clip.
Now, space for Tarek Elrich. This could seal it. Off the woodwork.
Terrific run off the ball from Holland. He took the defender's attention, released Tarek Elrich, and he shot right off the junction of the crossbar and the post.
Elrich, now Denny, real chance for his first goal for the Jets. And he's muffed it, absolutely ruined it.
Magnificent pass from Tarek Elrich. I thought I was watching Lorne Bowles. Played with the feet at that occasion. That's just an amazing miss. Just no belief whatsoever.
There's Joel Griffiths back on the edge of his own penalty area. Now he'll break with pace as Denny races away. Here feels free on the right. James Holland. Good save by Moss.
Denny on the break, set that attack up nicely. Beautiful link play. It was a flood of gold shirts. The Jets were bombing on completely there, and Wellington with no answer.
Daniel to deliver. There's a melee at the near post. No whistle from Ben Williams. They're on their hands and knees, and eventually it's poked home by Stephen Auld. Now, has Ben Williams given the goal, or has he indeed blown the full-time whistle? Lots of confusion. But Ben Williams has given the goal. So there is a late consolation, at least for Ricky Herbert's team, through Stephen Auld. But it is the Jets who will take the points. They've beaten the Phoenix by 2-1.
We won today, and we won, especially second half, a little bit ugly. For us to grind a result out, that might not have happened last year. So it was very, very pleasing, the fact that we still got all 3 points.
I thought we were so-so in the first half and let them in, a couple of soft goals, and thought second half a little bit better.
History beckons for the Jets. Can they make the short leap up the ladder to lead the A-League for the first time? Energy Australia has been turned into a fortress in recent months, but the Jets normally flag against the Roar on home turf. Can Queensland roar for the second time in a week on the New South Wales coast? Well, you have to go back to New Year's Day to find the last time a visiting team left the Hunter with all 3 points, and another win for the Jets tonight would see them leapfrog local rival Central Coast into top spot, but the Roar have never lost here. How about that? Hello again and welcome to Energy Australia Stadium for round 9 of the Hyundai A-League. Newcastle Jets against the Queensland Roar. It's a sign of how tight this league is that the Jets could be top tonight, or they could be 5th by the end of the weekend. Likewise, Roar could be joint top. They could be 7th by the end of the weekend. Robbie Slater, it's a crazy league.
You've confused me.
I have, but it's not difficult to do.
No, exactly. Well, we know about last year where Melbourne, six or seven straight victories and went right ahead and no one ever really caught them up. Central Coast threatened to do that, but with their injury problems, which are massive for them, they've come back to the pack in the last couple of weeks, and it really has left an A-League table that's very, very congested. Tarek Elrich had his best game for the club last week, and Noel Spencer was one of the best on the field.
Absolutely, but they will start on the bench tonight. There's no Adam Griffiths for the Jets this evening. He's still out with injury, but Joel Griffiths, his twin brother, that's the first error of the evening. He does play, and again, he'll be key for the Jets. And, you know, on the field and off the field, the Griffiths twins are pretty close.
They're the twin valves of the Newcastle Jets engine. Joel Griffiths, the driving force in front of goal.
Oh, Griffiths! It's 2-0!
While twin brother Adam puts the brakes on the opposition.
We've always been together, really, as we're twins. So to play football together, it just seems normal. We've always played football together since a young age. So yeah, it's sort of like a bond.
I think we do have a certain chemistry. Like, I'll say one thing, I'll start the sentence saying one thing in the car, and he'll finish the sentence what I'm about to say. So it's pretty weird. Most people don't really get it, but you know, we do.
And the two flatmates don't pull any punches when it comes to sharing some homely secrets.
Picks his nose. He leaves his dishes on the floor.
He comes in and puts on a yoga DVD and in his tights, and
Never.
He puts his hair up, so he pulls his hair back, so he's got a big bun on his hair, and he looks quite pretty. You'd probably mistake him for a Sheila too. That's the most annoying, and that's true, isn't it? Look at him, you can't lie.
So now that we're getting personal, what do they make of Joel's infamous altercation with a linesman?
Playing first 4 minutes, to do that, looking back on it, a bit embarrassed more than anything. Not something I'm proud of. So I just hope we can get past it. But you know, as I said, something I won't be doing to anyone, let alone a linesman. So we'll just have to leave it at that.
It's just one of those just like little snapping things that he does, but I don't know, I think the fact that he knows Alex a little bit makes it look a lot worse anyway.
As I said, it was like one of those brain explosions that you'd probably do once in a lifetime, and there was no intention to you know, hurt a linesman, let alone touch him. So hopefully I'll let my boots do the talking next time instead of my actions.
Yeah, Joel Griffiths, a man who's been in the news, Robbie, quite a lot over the last couple of weeks. 2 weeks ago we saw perhaps the bad side to his game. Last week he was at his very best.
He was, and look, he's been great all season for them. I remember the game that they missed him, they lost him before the Sydney game. That was a crucial thing in Newcastle losing in Sydney. He's been in great form, and hopefully we'll just talk about his football from now on, I think, and leave that incident well behind him.
And you, of course, actually played, was it with or against Adam Griffiths?
No, I played against Joel and played with Adam at Northern Spirit. Obviously, he was younger then, and his other brother, who's a very good player as well, we all know, Ryan Griffiths. They're from a great family. Alan, the father, was a very good player himself, and it's quite amazing to see three players play at the top level.
Round 9 of the Hyundai A-League. It's the Newcastle Jets against Queensland Roars, second against fifth on the ladder, but either could be top of the pile come 10 o'clock Eastern tonight. The Jets probably start the favourites given their solid home form, but Queensland are after a new record too tonight. Never before have they won 3 A-League games in a row, and after seeing off Wellington and Central Coast, they do have that chance this evening. Well, it's a perfect night for football in the Hunter, and a good crowd too gathered, and here come the teams. A lot at stake, of course, for these two teams as they bid to go top, or in Roar's case, joint top of the ladder. Our referee tonight is Mark Shield from Brisbane. And we're all set for the off. Pitch in great condition. Warm but not too warm temperatures, and the Jets about to get us underway. Or rather, the Roar, I should say. And they are kicking from left to right in this first half. Gareth and Egmont, no doubt, will be hoping that his troops can continue their fine home record, and in all fairness, it's not always been easy for any team in the Hyundai A-League to put together undefeated runs at home. It's one of the perhaps the anomalies of the competition, but the Jets undefeated at home base since January the 1st. This is Michael Zuller making a very impressive run though, little 1-2 perhaps, and well, it's the air shot and then it's in! Queensland Roar have scored within 37 seconds. Absolutely unbelievable. Robbie Kruse.
Well, what a start. The two youngsters combined already. Frank Farina, no emotion, but I'm sure he's feeling it inside. What a run from Michael Zulo. He sets off on the left-hand flank, comes inside, nearly goes down there, and he's so positive. Right into the heart of the Jets' defence. Robbie Kruse has a bit of an hair swing there. He gets lucky, it comes back to him. He
Didn't need a second chance. Tucks it away into the bottom right-hand corner of the net. There's the air swing. And that's a good finish in the end. What a start for Queensland.
What a start. It's not quite the quickest A-League goal in history. That still belongs to Lewis Brain for Adelaide United after 10 seconds. But, well, it's not far off. And the Jets absolutely shell-shocked. And again, it's the young kids that have proved so dangerous.
Well, last week against Central Coast, they were somewhat subdued, Queensland. Very strange performance. In fact, Central Coast dominated them after going down 10 to 10 men. What a start for them here, and Michael Zula showing all the good that we think about him.
Now, what do the Jets have in response? Matt Thompson's ball in, and Josh McLaughlin happy to put it to behind for a corner.
Wonderful cross from Matt Thompson. Doesn't take a touch, didn't need to. Whips it in behind the defence. Luckily for Newcastle, no one coming in at the right time.
Chuksusa. A touch by Ronaldo. Away goes Zulu again. Was he tripped? Mark Shield had a look.
I thought there was contact. In fairness to Mark Shield, I think he'd lost maybe control of the ball, but I thought there was contact. He burst. Look at the burst of speed here. There's definitely contact there for me. That's a penalty.
Yep, I think that could well be a spot kick.
Yep, the ball wasn't going to roll away.
Here's Thompson. Round Griffin. Decent ball in. That's away from danger by Matty Mackay.
He's causing all sorts of problems down his left-hand side, Matty Thompson.
Bridge makes the run. Craig Moore in attendance. Good ball to find James Holland.
Oh, what a shame. Beautiful the way he received the ball on the back foot. Quick feet, just couldn't find the finish. You can see his intention. He's going for the top right-hand corner. This ball was hit at him with some pace. Look at this for a touch. With the back foot, technically perfect. He's just trying to open himself up, go for that top right-hand corner. Just gets underneath it. Wonderful touch.
Bridge makes a darting run. Oh, great save by Liam Reddy. Bridge tries to get the follow-up home, and Queensland scramble it away somehow.
Oh, it's Herefield. He should score. Wonderful play. Mark Bridge on the left-hand side.
This is North trying to do just that. Very congested in the middle. Good touch by Bridge. Great ball too. Joel Griffiths over the top and wide.
Oh, what a chance. Great little ball from Bridge. Did the right thing, lifting it over the keeper, but just couldn't keep it on target. They play through the middle, they keep it narrow. And there Joel Griffiths just runs in behind Craig Moore. Liam Reddy coming out, putting pressure on him. What's this great little ball from Mark Bridge outside of the right foot? Joel Griffiths just can't keep it straight.
Had their own chances as well. Joel Griffiths with one. Troy Herefield with another. James Holland has shot one over the top. They've got 45 minutes to try and get on top of the A-League ladder. No changes made by either coach at the break. This is Mark Bridge getting straight to the thick of the action first up. Always slightly behind Denny. This is Durante. Too deep for Griffiths. Craig Moore's header. Holland slides it out to Herefield. Oh, beautifully done by Troy Herefield. Was he brought down by Zulu? Mark Shield says yes, it's a penalty. And Michael Zulu, after such a dazzling first 45, gives away the spot kick for Queensland.
That's good play, and the tension straight away from Newcastle on the front foot. Michael Zulu, he'll learn from this. Good play from Herefield. It's just enthusiasm. He's got a couple of yellow cards in the last 2 weeks. It's from enthusiasm. He knows there, the two hands up in the air. He's disappointed with himself.
Well, we had a goal within 37 seconds. And within 90 seconds of the restart at the second period, we could be set for a second. Joel Griffiths against Liam Reddy. It's a goal for Joel, and it's one apiece.
Yeah, good pen, keeps his head, goes for placement. Liam Reddy goes the wrong way. Michael Zullo, after having been fouled in the box in the first half, should have had a penalty himself, commits a foul. Don't worry, son, we'll get over it. We'll learn from that.
Good penalty.
Very good pen from Joel Griffiths. Keeps his head, perfect placement. Keeper goes the wrong way. And it's just what Gary Van Egmond would have wanted.
His third goal of the season. He goes to the top of the Jets scoring list. And it's game on at Energy Australia Stadium.
No, well, it was a good run from Deerfield as well. Give credit to that.
Wonderful setting, Energy Australia Stadium on a Friday night. Has a real football feel to it. Another good crowd, I'd estimate around about the 13,000 mark. Good noise being made by the squadron. And their team playing some good stuff. This is Matt Thompson as they seek to try and take the lead. Well, no penalty awarded by Mark Shield. Thompson is furious. Craig Moore nonplussed.
Free kick, yellow card.
Certainly looked that way. Oh, now a slip by Liam Reddy. And unfortunately for him, Sasha Oganovsky was aware of the situation. Now there's a frank exchange of views between Oganovsky and Joel Griffiths. All handbags, really.
Well, Liam Reddy's the most relieved man. Joel Griffiths was getting a stare from Oganovsky. Oh, tell you what, I wouldn't like this big sesh in the dark alley, that's for sure.
The old monster.
Look at this, the ball goes there and he's just laying to run, and Joel Griffiths, well, that's his style. Aggressive, and Oganovsky wasn't.
Now, Kruse, nobody picked him up. Beautiful control. Was he tripped by Labert? Penalty! Second penalty of the game. Labert penalised, yellow card, and the Raw have the chance to restore their lead.
Well, the ball comes in. Kruse finds himself completely unmarked on the penalty spot. Labert comes in. That's a clear-cut penalty. Got him caught on the wrong side. Robbie Kruse coming in from the right-hand side, got in between Thompson and Labert.
It's Craig Moore for the chance for his first A-League goal. Oh, it's saved by Ante Kovic. Not a great penalty, but Ante Kovic keeps the scoreline level at one apiece.
That's a very good save. It's like you said, Simon, I guess when you miss a penalty, you always say, well, it's not the greatest strike. It's low. And Kovic is a big man. He gets down very well, a strong left hand. And crucially, no Queensland Raw player even attempting to follow in.
Well, virtually the first time he's been called into action in the second period. Well, it's flicked on by Oganovsky at the near post. And Craig Moore, who scored at a World Cup from the penalty spot, is denied by one of the men who was one of his Socceroo teammates.
Durante was definitely the better defender. Well, it's Moore going forward.
Matt Thompson hits it. Might have taken a touch on the way through.
It certainly did. Took a deflection and took a bit of pace off it, which was good for Liam Reddy, I feel. I think it's his best position. I don't think he gives you enough as a right back. He's much more comfortable in the centre of the park.
I'll tell you what, back's you telling Danny Tiato that he's playing there next week. Well, now, something for Mark Shield to sort out. Oganovsky involved.
Play both of them in the middle of the park, I'd say, to Danny. But
Joel Griffiths is claiming that he got a whack to the back of the bonds there from Oganovsky. That little battle has been going on all night. Well,
he's a strong man. He didn't look well. Joel Griffiths was behind him. He's holding the back of his neck.
think it's fair to say he rebounded off the body of Okonovsky.
More importantly, a dangerous position for Queensland to defend.
McLaughlin's header helped on by Okonovsky, who's not very popular around Hunter at the moment. Have to wait a while. Cavalry's up from the back for the Raw. Oh, and it's a good header, and it's just wide. And the Raw so very close to going back in front. Adam Deputso's picked up a knock in the process. It was a good delivery from Matty Mackay.
I think it was Ronaldo in there. A decent header. There's a lot of bodies in there. Good ball in from Matty Mackay. Stands it up to the back post. Ronaldo, really a free header again. I mean, I don't like to get on his back, but I must say that he must hit the target from there.
I'm not sure about Nathan Burns. That was more like Jacob Burns, perhaps. There's a terrier in midfield as well. This is Thompson.
Good tackle from Griffin.
Bridge, who, like the Puzo, is coming off a very long flight to the Middle East. That's a good dink in, and Holland gets the header. And it just drops onto the top of the net.
It just loops over the top. It certainly had Liam Reddy concerned.
Well, Queensland would be absolutely filthy if they lost this, having been in the lead and having had the chance to retake the lead from the penalty spots. They might lose, though. Here's Holland. What a tackle by Okonovsky.
What a tackle that is from Okonovsky. He has had a very, very strong game, and you might just have witnessed one of the tackles of the season. James Holland just about to pull the trigger. A certain goal. And that is first-class defending.
I think on reflection, I might think that they might have had more. But that's the way it does end up. The second draw of the season between these two. The Jets go level on points at the top with the Central Coast Mariners, but they'll stay second on goal difference. The Raw into the fore as well for now. Full time at Energy Australia Stadium. The Newcastle Jets 1, Queensland Raw 1. From me, Simon Hill, from Robbie Slater, and from all the football team, it's goodbye from the Hunter.